Well, it looks like Sea of Thieves just had a pretty decently sized update, and I'm gonna fill you in on all of the stuff that was added to the game. We've got a bunch of new customization for the items, we've got some new ship customizations, we have a hint that may be towards whales, but I'm going to debunk that later in the video because I don't think a plate points towards whales, but I guess it's up to everyone's own interpretation of it. We have some codes as well for some free items. I found a thread, actually, on Twitter, which led to a website, which led to a bunch of codes. You might want to check that out if you want to redeem some cool stuff. And on top of that, we have some really cool sneak peeks at future things coming to the game. So, as always, if you do enjoy Sea of Thieves and you want to see more in the future, leave a like, and let's get into it. I'm going to leave a link down in the comments section of this video or description, one of the two that leads towards a Reddit thread. I basically, from what I gather, you can get the ONYX items, the bucket, compass, shovel, and tankard. You only need to redeem a total of 4 codes to unlock all 4 items. It's not randomized. You get one after the other. These codes are confirmed to be reusable, and they work worldwide. After redeeming, you'll be emailed codes for the items, Xbox, and yada, yada, yada. However, there is a cooldown. Try a code. If it doesn't work, try another. If no code works, be patient. Wait a bit and try again. The promotion isn't ending overnight. And then, obviously, this was a thing for Chips Ahoy, more or less. This video isn't sponsored, by the way, by that company. They more or less had like this thing going on, I guess, with Sea of Thieves where you could unlock ONYX items. And well, there's a ton of codes here, and these are reusable codes, which is pretty cool. I actually have to go in game and redeem these items. These items right here are the ONYX items, and they do look pretty flashy, so I would definitely suggest you guys go check that out and maybe even get them. I wouldn't use them personally if they were, like, if I had better items that cost gold in game. But I mean, hang on a second, because I'm about to start fanboying. The new items look absolutely incredible if you haven't seen them yet. But anyways, back onto this. ONYX items, you can redeem them, go get them, do your stuff, whatever it is you need to do. There'll be instructions in the Reddit thread. Go check it out. The next big thing that I think is a huge gameplay changer is going to be Rare wants to tweak nameplates so they disappear when you are underwater. This will allow players to act more stealthily when approaching an enemy ship. Stay tuned for more information on when this will be implemented, and that is from the Sea of Thieves HQ Twitter. This is a fan-made Twitter, just to be clear with you guys. And obviously down here, you can't see anyone's name tags, you can't see anything at all. You see a little glistening star right here. I don't think there's anything to do with that, but you know, you don't see any name tags. It's gonna be cool. I think that's actually a really good addition. It's gonna make being stealthy a lot easier. It's going to make stealth a lot easier in general. So if you have a barrel bomb, actually, I believe it was quoted in their recent podcast.
So, something that I think has been requested by quite a lot of people from a kind of sneakiness perspective is being like that we want to hide nameplates when you're underwater. So if you're swimming towards kind of another ship, you won't be able to see their gamer tag through the water itself, enabling a bit more of that kind of stealthy gameplay when you're swimming up, maybe with an explosive barrel and stuff.
So yeah, this was actually confirmed by the lead main person over at Rare that this is something they want to do. So really, I think this is, now that I think about it more in depth and the way he described it with being able to move stealthily with those explosive barrels, it makes things very scary, because if you have an explosive barrel under your ship and someone's carrying said barrel and they bring it to the very back or center of the ship, you're going to be in for a really painful bad time, unfortunately. But I think this is going to work in both directions, because I mean, you could do it to other people and they won't be able to see you under the water very easily. Maybe they'll have like a different type of marker. Maybe you'll glisten a little bit of like if they zoom in or something like that in the water. I'm not sure how it's going to work out. The next big thing is Rare is working on adding the ability to give resources to other players. For example, you would be able to hand a banana to one of your crew members, which on the surface, it's not really that big of a change, but at the same time, it could mean the difference between life and death for some of the people playing the game. Because, I mean, if someone's on low health and you have a banana, well, here's a banana for you, man. You go ahead and eat that.
Just generally improve the experience. So one is allowing you to hand kind of resources to each other. So you'll be able to give a banana to somebody else or a piece of wood, etc.
Which kind of brings me to another thought. Are they going to add different food types to the game? Are they going to add, like, med kits or, like, something a little bit different and unique to the game itself? Like, I like the idea of eating food to heal yourself. It reminds me of like my old school RuneScape days and stuff, embarrassingly enough. I don't know. I like the idea of it. I really like the idea of it, but I want to see more food. I want to see like more effective food. Maybe you can get foods that will, instantly heal you rather than like over 2 seconds you get your health back, or I don't know, maybe like a food that will heal you over time consistently for like 30 seconds or something like that. And maybe they'll add recipes and then cooking and like making your own different types of foods based off of like the herbs you have. Maybe, instead, because we can exchange gunpowder barrels, or we can, blow them up. Maybe we can take the herb spices and stuff that we get and convert those into using the spices, so we can't trade them in anymore. But, when we go to that barrel box instead of whatever, our herbs, we can get like a really nice, powerful, potent food that's tasty as hell, and it gives us lots of health back. The next thing we're looking at for another update is pirate crews are looking to be added into the next week's patch, according to Rare's most recent developer update video. This will allow you to close your crew party so that random players don't join. Stay tuned for more information on this. And obviously this is more or less the way they manage the multiplayer aspect, the way that they want to manage how things operate within the social interaction of the game when you're playing with your friends. Just a heads up too, Rare currently has a very nice sniper rifle. I actually have it. You can see some footage right here of me messing around with it in game. It's like a catch-22 because this thing is massive. This thing blocks so much of your screen. Like if someone's standing directly in front of you, you probably won't even be able to see them. Like it takes up a lot of room on your freaking screen. It's such a massive, bulky sniper rifle, but you can buy it for 1 gold to celebrate the first full month of the game, and the item will only be available for about 2 weeks. One of the last things is at L14, the Uncharted island. There's a wreckage there, right? We've been there many times. Now, there is a plate that's recently been put onto the ship. I don't know if this is 100% brand new or not. This literally could have been something people overlooked. But there was a plate there that people took mention of, and they took note of it. It's called the Killer Whale plate, more or less. And you can see it right here, actually. It's just the Killer Whale, and it's on this, and it's just on the ship. Now, people are speculating that this is pointing towards the Hungering Deep, possibly featuring a whale, maybe killer whales or some kind of whale of some sort. I don't see how Rare would instantly, hey, let's put this in the game, and that way the players will come to the conclusion that, hey, this means whales. I feel like this would be a lot. This is like leaps and bounds, basically, towards what we would be hoping for. More or less, it said, Isle Wreckage now contains the Killer Whale, nameplate after today's 1.0.6 update. There is also a crow's nest sticking out of the water to draw attention to it. Could this be a hint about the Hungering Deep? And, I mean, later on in this video, when we start playing, we're going to show you guys this. We're going to go to it, we're going to show you, and we're going to show you some interesting things about this ship as well that we found, and our conclusion as to what this may be. And the last thing I want to take a quick look at, because this caught my eye and I thought it was kind of interesting, there are rumors around potential potion shops in Sea of Thieves. Now, whether or not this is confirmed, there's nothing out there official right now. This is just from the fan-made Twitter. So we have some concept art here about potions. The potion, I guess, crafter, maker, seller, whatever. The potion seller right here, actually, yeah, derp. And then we have potion bottles and just like, I guess, some weird stuff that goes along with making potions. There's some jewelry here too, but the thing that's weird about this is that it was in the Sea of Thieves art book. The art book is something that people got that basically it's all about Sea of Thieves. It's from the devs. It's an official thing basically, and it tells you in depth about different items and just it's a whole host of different cool stuff. You guys should check it out if you can. I would definitely suggest it. But this was found in the art book, right? And it was hinted towards in the closed beta, I believe, that they wanted to mess around with some stuff as well. I'll leave a link to this article in the comment section of the video or description. Wherever you guys see it, you're going to see it. And then there was a potion shop design as well, right here, where you could go in and, do all your fancy alchemy stuff, whatever you want to do, basically. Now, the cool thing about this is that the potion shop was actually above the, where you trade in the skulls, the Order of Souls stuff. Well, if you go up these steps, that's where the potion shop was at one point. And you could actually go in there and check it out. Apparently, it wasn't too much to look at. I mean, like, it was your basic generic potion stuff and, like, a little bit of voodoo stuff and all that thing, or all those things. And actually, okay, I just noticed that. 3 dice coincidentally showing the number 666. That further supports the assumption that there's some form of witchcraft involved. So, it does look like witchcraft anyways to me. I mean, looking at this right now, it has a witchcraft type of feel. Anyways, there are 3 different types of potions from what they understand. The Cure one, the first potion sounds like a classic health potion, which is good, because I mentioned earlier that I wish they had more ways to healthy heal and different foods. This second one they believe was a resurrection potion, and the third one is a poison potion, which obviously snake poison is in the game, and it is a mechanic. Now, they're not sure if there is an antidote or if this refers to an antidote. There's not really much known about it. There is some detail about crafting as well, and just, I guess, the creation of potions. It's potion making. You'd have to learn how to do stuff. Now, there is some stuff that the devs have hinted towards in the past. They want to implement fishing at some point, or at least they're thinking about it, and it's basically a telltale sign because they have stoves and pots in the galleon, and players would be able to cook entire meals basically by fishing them. It makes sense to me that you could fish and cook fish, more or less. There are various plants in the game, and the lore books also mention different types of fruit. Collecting those in different islands and parts of the world to use as ingredients would again encourage exploration, which is also good. It just depends on if the things you're getting are really worth the time spent exploring rather than gathering gold and stuff like that. And then there was a mention of bat wings as an ingredient, and there are some mentions of ways to catch them and to use them in potions as well. I want to know what you guys think about this. This is kind of interesting. I strongly do believe that this could be a feature in the game in the future if they do find it viable, or maybe it's just going to sit on the chopping block forever as one of those maybes, buts, and ifs. Finally, the actual update that launched yesterday with all of the items basically, and these items look incredible. I feel bad for anyone that might have spent their gold the day before the update because this stuff made me want to buy this stuff, but I'm waiting until the update that happens this month, the bigger one with more content and more cool stuff, because then I'm going to buy the stuff that comes from that, because I have lots of time then to move forward with other things and grind more gold basically. But keep in mind that there is a regional stock effect now where shopkeepers in different regions now only stock certain items due to some mistimed deliveries. So you won't find every item you want at every single outpost. Some outposts have unique different items and stuff like that. I don't really agree with that. I don't like the idea of that. It kind of makes it a hassle to gear your character a little bit, but I mean, from what I've seen, the majority of the items that you're going to be looking for will usually be at the outposts anyways, so I mean, it's not that big of a deal. As far as the items and the clothing, they've added Executive Admiral, Grand Admiral, Rotten Bilge Rat, Castaway Bilge Rat, Corsair Dog, and Ruffian Sea Dog, and Imperial Sovereign sets as well. Now, the Grand Admiral set is sexy. That is nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Executive Admiral is also pretty nice, but they're all really, really, really costly. You guys let me know what you think about the new item sets in the comment section below. One thing that always gets to me about Sea of Thieves is that some of the clothes looks like it's, well, the majority of the clothes looks like it's just like loosely sewn together and just like pieced together by like a very novice, you know, person that just doesn't know what they're doing with clothing and stuff. So that's one thing I don't like. It seems like, at least for some of the items in these sets now, they don't look that way, or like if they're supposed to look that way, it looks good. And then the other ones where like you are a professional, I guess if you can be a professional pirate, like it looks more, you know, higher quality than anything else. But yeah, I definitely want to know what you guys think about the new items in the comment section of the video. And then finally, we move into multiple sets of ship cosmetics. Now, I didn't get all of these, unfortunately, because, again, the mistimed deliveries and stuff, but some of these do look like they're pretty nice. We have the new Grand Admiral, Castaway, Ruffian, and Imperial Sovereign ship customization sets, which, again, very nice stuff. I want to know what you guys think about these in the comment section down below. But anyways, I want to move into the actual game itself, because we're going to journey to this quote-unquote whale hint, and we're going to really digest this and take a look at it and see, hey, is there really anything that could be pointing towards whales? Is it possibly on a new ship type? What's the deal with this? So let's go do that. So right now, we're heading towards L14, because at L14, apparently there is an unmarked sunken ship. And on that ship, there is a plate that may or may not be hinting towards something for a Hungering Deep update and a possible whale creature or something like that. I haven't looked too far into it. We're going to go there and we're going to see what was added in the recent update. And hopefully it's something that gives us an idea of what might be coming in the future. The interesting thing about this is whales are being hinted at, if I'm correct. And while it might not be Moby Dick of any sort, as a dick, we might see something else. I think it's something to do with an orca or something like that. Orca whales, I I don't know. We'll go there now. We'll check it out. And we'll see if there's anything else hidden there. Because otherwise, I've only seen tweets. I haven't seen anything where people have gone to explore this wreckage. And on top of it, there's no markers or anything. It's just L14. And that's it. Like, there's nothing else there to show you. So we'll go there. We'll check it out. And obviously, you guys are along for the ride.
The ground
Yeah,
is,
it's
so,
right
like,
there. The ground is,
literally underneath us.
yeah, it's straight ahead of us,
Even-
actually.
Yeah. Do the do.
I'm going to do the do. All right, let's go over here. Thank God they haven't fixed that bug yet with the sword.
Oh, I hope they never do fix it.
Yeah. So this must be it right here then. And then the ship's down right here. Okay, yeah, we went here once to search the hoobity-waddy thingies for the Mayan ruins.
The hoobity waddy.
Yeah, the hoobity-doobity thingies. And is that... There it is right there! Oh, the killer whale. That's just the name of the ship, though.
Yeah.
How is this... I don't get how this is supposed to even have a point in the game. Like, how does this point towards a whale possibly coming? Is there anything on, like, the crow's nest?
Oh. Can you climb
Oh, you can climb it. Yeah.
You can climb it.
That's weird. You usually can't interact with this. Oh, God, I jumped out. God damn it.
Nice.
There was nothing up there, though.
Yeah.
Are they sure this stuff is new? Because, like, I feel like they
remember
wouldn't
this
take
being
time to
here, though.
add this in.
I don't remember this being here. It's a thumb.
I remember the ship. Oh, wait, hang on. There's a pirate in here, too. Or a picture of one. Got some... It's like a bullet hole and tears and stuff in it. Is there anything else about this?
This looks like a man of war because it's really big.
It's a really big ship, isn't it? It has the bottom deck right here. You go down. No, this isn't a man of war ship. This is the generic one that you get, the galleon.
No, the galleon isn't this big.
Yeah, it is. It's because you could see the way... Actually, no, it's a little bit weird because... wait, no, maybe not.
Wait, maybe it isn't.
I'm pretty sure it is a galleon. Like, I don't see anything special pointing towards this thing being anything other than a galleon.
No, yeah, because there's the door to go out the...
Yeah, see, like, they have the second layer and then the third, and it's nothing too fancy.
Mind. I don't like how dark it is. I can't see.
There's nothing else here. Do they have, like, a front piece or anything? It looks like there was something... No.
There's no bell.
It's getting dark, too, underwater. That sucks. No, it doesn't look like there's anything else there. So it's just that plaque then. Like, maybe that's pointing towards more ship customization because the plaque's above the captain's quarters, but...
Yeah, you can name your ship, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you could name your ship. That'd be that'd be a good idea.
The Dung Beetle. That's going to be my ship name.
The killer whale. I think that might be... I don't think this is pointing towards whales in the game. I think this is just like, hey, maybe you can name your ship or something.
Yeah. That's what I thought at first.
People might be looking into it a little bit too much too, though. This is the back of the ship, obviously. Let me just go over here real quick. I didn't see anything different with the painting of the guy, the captain or whoever it was. Yeah, it really doesn't look like anything special. And I don't think he has anything unique about him either. There's nothing new with that guy, I don't think, for like customization for the character. I don't know. You see a skull on top. Can we take the skull? No, we can't take the skull.
Oh, he's coming down toward you.
No, he's not, is he?
Yeah. Turn around.
Well, that's time for me to get up on land. No thanks, good sir. So after looking around, there's not really anything special that we can digest from this. It's the same type of ship as a galleon. I mean, the only real thing that it points towards is possibly naming your ship or maybe extra decorations you can have. I don't really know if it points towards the killer whale or not, or any kind of whale coming to the game. It's a possibility, obviously, but I don't know. I think it's just the name of the ship. I think it might not even be a hint towards anything, to be honest with you guys, but I checked it out anyways. Nothing really around here right now. You can interact with the crow's nest, which is kind of cool. Usually can't do that with these sunken ships, which is weird, but... I heard a weird monster. Yeah, there's nothing really that fancy about it. So, yeah. Oh my god. You hear that?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, it's terrifying.
It's a sperm whale.
Yeah, I know, right? It's ejaculate. I hate myself. Please kill me. Let's go back to the port. Jesus
what?
Christ. The port. The fucking place we need to go to.
What?
The port. We're going back to port.
What port? What?
Any one of them where we can find items. I want to see these new items that were added.
You mean the outpost?
Yeah, the port outpost. Same
There's
deal.
A difference. No, it's not.
Hang on.
No, it's not.
Let me just check something on this island real quick. And that's it, guys. That's all I have for you right now, unfortunately. If you did enjoy this video, remember to leave a like and I guess let me know your thoughts on potions. I feel like the staple of this video was the potion idea and like potion crafting and stuff. I like how in depth that could possibly go and the potential for some really cool stuff with that. You guys let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Let me know if you redeemed some of those codes and if they worked. I'm going to hop in game in a couple minutes and do that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.